Just to the left is Nan and Sandra. And, you know, as I say, Rubery Hill Hospital is just over 100 years old, about 110 years old now. And the reason we're filming this, because this is the main entrance where I'm stood to the hospital, is that it's shortly going to close down and they're going to build 800 houses on there and also factory units, which in a way is a crying shame for a hospital of that size. And this is the main driveway up to the hospital, and if you can look at that building there, that used to be where the students and that used to sleep, flats. That's what they call the cottage, that ward there. That's my car there, never mind that. Oh, it's not the cottage, as Sandra's just pointed out, that's the bungalow, that's right, that's called the bungalow. Over there is the main Rubery Hill Hospital, there. So we're just going to walk up towards there now. Another interesting fact about this hospital is we've all worked here in the past. Well, I was a nurse here, 1979 to 82. Sandra's worked here, Martin's worked here, Mum's worked here. Mum's done a little time in here, although it was only when she was seconded from John Connolly Hospital, which is over there somewhere, and that's just the playing fields, which is still all part of the hospital. And I think that's the Connolly just over there, but we'll be driving round to look at that in a moment. There's the happy pair, look, smiling away on this cold winter's morning, which is not too bad, just a slight cold breeze. But for the 2nd of January, I suppose we can't complain really. We had a snowfall the other week, but not too much. And we're well hoping on not getting much more. But should we get it, we'll try and put it on film for you. Left to right, is it zoomed right out first?
It's, well, naturally zoomed. Oh.
Have a look.
Yeah, that's all right.
You don't want it zoomed in, you see?
No, I can see now.
You want it wide angle, so you want it out. Tell me when.
Right, go on then.
There was the staff residence on the left-hand side there, if you just want to go over there a little bit, Mum, to the left.
Yes, they've seen that. It's the nurse's home.
Over to the right is the main hospital. Mum's in charge of the cameras, so I'm taking no responsibility as we're driving along. This is up the main drive of the Rubery Hill Hospital. We're just coming now to the main entrance of the hospital, which is just over in this car park, but it's over to the right, which you won't be able to see from here actually. And if you go to the front again, all this beautiful greenery, let's hope they don't knock all this down when they start building. You got it onto the road a bit, Mum, just a bit. I wouldn't zoom to the left, you don't need to, because it's just a... And if you can see the building in front, we're coming to now. This is where Sandra works, in the laundry, which she enjoys, don't you, Sam? And this is the laundry part right in front of us now. You what? Bring you back to it, yeah, to have a look so you can remember where it is. Yeah, this is all the laundry on the left. Now this shouldn't be closing down, we don't think. It's just Rubery Hill Hospital really, and John Connolly Hospital which is going. Over in the distance, those flats, that's just beyond Frankley Beaches. And this fence we're coming to now with this other building is a secure unit, which also is staying. This is for seriously disturbed psychiatric patients, which is Rayside Clinic. On the right here, if you can just take a shot of the right, Mum, is the old club, Hospital Social Club. This building here, which is now closed down. And there's the hospital again, but it's into the sun, so it might be a bit difficult.
Yes, which is Rayside on the left here, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Rayside Clinic, which is secure unit, as we said.
It's go slow.
It's the main entrance to the clinic there.
I can't get that properly. Never
In
mind.
front of us is, which one's that?
Sheldon.
That's the Sheldon Hospital there, which I don't know whether that's closing down. We think it is. And on the right-hand side here, we have the Connolly, where Mum used to work. Well, this is the Connolly, the main entrance, where Mum used to work. So if we can zoom up and get the name. So it was a little bit awkward in the car, obviously, with the wing mirrors and everything when we was coming round to here from Rubery. But it's not too bad. And that's the Connolly, which is a shame again because that's going to be knocked down. And if we look over in the distance there, that's Hollymore Hospital, and that's the main tower in Hollymore Hospital, which is the church is underneath it, I believe. And that's a listed building, so that won't be coming down, but the rest of Hollymore unfortunately is. And if I just swing to the right, putting my back to the John Connolly, and there we have Colmers Farm School, which all our family is very familiar with, from the past to the present day. And obviously just behind the school there is the Bristol Road. So that's another road from there, which goes up to the Bristol Road, which is just up there. Again, we are then, I've just drove round now, we're right by the hospital with my back to Rubery Hill Hospital. Over there is Longbridge and the Rover Company. If I swing gently left, there's the John Connolly Hospital again. Just there, that building just in the distance. And still coming round to my left, coming back to the hospital. This is the main Rubery Hill Hospital. There's the church of Rubery Hill Hospital. Not sure that's a protected building, whether that's going to survive when they start knocking it down. We think this year. You can see from this the sort of size it is. There's Nan standing by the car. Sorry I'm aiming into the sun. I know that doesn't make for a good picture. Walking towards the car. As I say, it's not really cold today, it's just a little bit chilly. Going to be able to see where I'm going to film now, but that down there is the Bristol Road and the flyover. And if I could swing through those trees, right up there would be the Licky Hills and the beacon. There's the ward they call the bungalow, that building there, which is near the front entrance to the drive, which is about 150 yards down there. I've now got my back to the hospital, and there's a tennis court, which it's got bowling greens and everything here. It's also got a football field just down there, which you can't see very well, but it's behind there. And it goes right the way along there. And you can't see them now, but there are people actually flying model aeroplanes on there at the moment. That is another entrance to the hospital, and if you look just over here behind you, that's where the doctor's quarters used to be. Medical staff residency, where we used to have to go for the doctors if we needed one at night, or whoever was on call. It should be familiar to some of you. This is also the main car park. And that about covers Rubery Hill Hospital. Here we are, just getting out of the main residential entrance, shall we say, visitors' entrance and staff. And there again on the right is the where the students and that used to have their quarters. And you might just see the Licky Hills to the left, slightly to the left and up. Can you see the Lickies in the background? And on the left of that, those houses, that's Longwood Road. And if you now go over to the right, then you should just get Beacon Hill in, Mum, if you go far right through my window. There's Beacon Hill up there in the distance. Might be a bit glazy because of the sun. And if you go down into Ruby there under the flyover, slightly to the right, or through my window again as I'm coming down. Give you a good idea. There's Leach Green Lane. And now we're going again out towards the Bristol Road.
Don't know.
Yeah, we're going to start going around now, Bab. Just coming down now to the Bristol Road. Down to the hospital now, and onto the Bristol Road. Down towards Longbridge. Over to the right is the old Longbridge pub. Some of you might remember, it's now called the Bridge. And just coming up on our left hand side is Palmer's Farm School.
It's getting this. But I missed this because I wanted. Yes, I've missed it.
That's Palmer's Farm School there, on the left.
I've missed it.
Mum's finding it difficult because she needs to be a little bit taller really, because
Yes.
the dashboard seems to be getting in the way.
It's
I'm just going to turn right now, which is by Cliff Rock Road. Which you'll just see as we turn right. Bring the car round. Rock Road, but unfortunately it's into the sun. Now we've done a U-turn and we're going back up the Bristol Road towards Rubery. Just going up past.
now I can see
There we've got the
school.
school on the right hand side there, Palmer's Farm. Which every one of us know very well, obviously. Again, going to the front, we're coming up the Bristol Road, back past the Longbridge pub, which is now on the left, and as I say, it's been renamed and called the Bridge. Just in front of us now, about a quarter of a mile, is the Rubery flyover, but we're turning left, and we'll go up Bleach Green Lane. So we're turning off, just bearing off left now. Just coming into Rubery. There's a sign for Rubery Hill Hospital there, look. We're just turning left now. Here's a paper shop on the corner.
Straight into the sun.
Straight into the sun again, but we can't help that, so we're just going